So, as a matter of fact, whenever VHS and Story Uploader 89 voices any of the Mr. Men, they're a cartoon impression on a real-life person or character. Or a cartoon character. I'm getting used to these voices now, so I'm using them. But some of the voices are a little hard to recognize. For Mr. Tick, I'm gotta figure them out myself. I'm guessing Mr. Tickle's voice is probably his UK dub accent in the Mr. Men show. Mr. Greedy's voice is Homer, in a matter of fact. I thought it was Mr. Nosy in the first place. Mr. Happy, his voice is his US voice in the Mr. Men show. Mr. Nosy's voice is Mark Goldman, VHS's Story Uploader replied. Because now I know. I don't know many of the Mr. Men voices. I'm guessing Mr. Bump is probably his UK dub voice, which is why Rebecca K. Luna took over. Same with Mr. Messy, who uses his UK dub voice in Mr. Men show. Mr. Silly could be Daffy Duck, as a matter of fact. Not sure. Mr. Uppity is Gordon. I don't like this name, though. Mr. Small could be Mr. Bill. Oh, he doesn't say, oh no. Didn't know Mr. Bill to 2021, this year. Some of these voices... I know Mr. Funny is Pee Wee Herman, in a matter of fact. Mr. Mean's voice could be Scrooge McDuck, I think. Mr. Chatterbox could be John Moshe Jr., without a doubt. Mr. Fussy's voice could be his UK dub in the Mr. Men show because he says sweet apple strudel. Mr. Bounce is Mario, and we all know that. Mr. Dizzy is Goofy, already know. Mr. Strong's voice could be the Hulk. Maybe, I don't know. Mr. Clumsy's voice could be some sort of Australian person, I don't know. Mr. Quiet's voice is random because it just whispers to voice him. Mr. Rush's voice is John Moshe Jr. because Mr. VHS's Story Uploader told me not. Mr. Worry, his possible voice is James. Mr. Mischief probably could be Devious Diesel. Mr. Clever's voice could be Henry. I think Mr. Grumble's voice is the Grinch, or maybe not. Mr. Cheerful's voice is some sort of Jamaican person. Mr. Rude's voice is his voice in the Mr. Men show. And I don't know the rest of the characters' voices, so just write below in the comments if you know any more. Well, unless if you're VHS Story Uploader 89, it would take you all day to figure out the voices.